All right, bro. So who do I have here with me today?
Hey guys, my name is Wakayo Lojurfo. My friends out here, they know me as Walk.
Walk. How you doing, Walk, man? What's your age and what's your current living situation?
I am currently 26 years old, just recently turned 26, and right now I am living under the bridge in Tempe by Mill and Curry.
Let me showcase it, if you don't mind. Man, this is awful, man.
This is the living, and this is my current situation, and here in the city of Tempe, they tell us that there's a lot of opportunities like Hope and all of these organizations there to help us, right? But someone like me who is from Washington State, went to college, lived here in Tempe for multiple years since 2021. I got into a little situation where money needed to be spent, and because of that, I couldn't afford to keep paying the money that I was paying for my rent. So and I ended up out here, and I thought it would be a lot easier to bounce back, but especially since losing my second form of ID, things just have not been easier.
Man, what's a day in a life like out here for you? I mean, I know the struggle, you lose, like you just spoke on and touched on, your IDs, your credentials, your social security number. I mean, what's it like for you out here? Is it scary? Is there camaraderie?
It's being homeless is a full-time job, man. And at first, I wasn't aware of really what's out here, right? So I have my backpack, and I got a bag where I keep my clothes. And less than a weekend, my big bag with my passport, with my social security, with all my goods taken just like that. And boom, now opportunities trying to get a job. I need a second form of ID. Can't even get a job at Taco Bell because I need another form of ID. And trying to get another form of ID itself is just another
like
puzzle.
I mean, what's it like? I mean, do you have to pay $5? They try to make it seem like it's easy, but it's not. I mean, especially if you're carrying bags, you don't have a phone, they won't let you use a charger. What are the storefronts around here like, man? Do they let you get water, charge your phone, etc.?
They tell us to get a job, but to get a job, you got to be clean, right? You got to have a phone that's charged up, right? And there is no access to even bathroom. I have to sometimes walk miles just to use a bathroom. And a man wearing a backpack, and he's almost a target, a black man walking around, just trying to make it to the feed. I got eyes watching me, people recording me, which I don't mind. I have nothing to hide. But it's not easy. They do not make it easy for us to even stay clean, to stay hygiened up, we don't barely have access to any clean water, basic human elements here in the valley. But they tell us, get a job, do something.
So I've been doing this for a while now, as you know, and I've literally heard passerbyers yell like, get a job, homeless person, or yelling obscenities and things of that nature. I mean, how do you feel when people like me, at the very least, we try to just at the very least have a conversation with you guys? I know what it's like to be in a bad situation. I've been in one. I was able to climb myself out of that due to mental fortitude and just me being ready. How do you feel when people like us come and talk to you guys and at least give you, decent humanitism, being humane at the very least?
That is really what keeps us going. Is there are people still out there with hearts, heart that are out there, and they see us as humans, and then they see themselves in us, and they treat us with kindness, because there are so many people out there, they look at us like we're less than a dog. Me, a sensitive person to energy, I can feel it, but at the same time, I'm trying my best to not allow it to affect me, but of course it's going to affect me. I'm a human just like you and everyone else. But being looked down at like that just because I'm in a position where I'm not financially where I want to be, but you know what, things can change like that, where what if I have the money now? I'm the same being, I'm that same kind person, but now that I have money, I'm being treated differently. How is that fair?
The same person that they walked by, didn't even look at, didn't say hi to, things of that nature, man. I think it's crazy. I feel like the humanitarianism just totally escaped the world. It seems like you know, police are pushing displaced people farther and farther and farther out on the outskirts, man. And I think it's a crime. I mean, it's awful. Just the government is doing it, not only the police, you know, because there's some good and bad in all people and places and things. So, but the government for sure, they're trying to make it like illegal to be homeless. And you touched on, you know, being clean. You know, that's a hard thing to do out here. And just carry stuff.
Indeed,
you know, carry simple, you know, bags and things of that nature. Would you say Tempe homeless population, is there a camaraderie here? Because I see that there's a little more camaraderie here than, you know, like Phoenix per se, Sunny Slope.
Indeed.
Glendale, you know, areas like that. What would you say?
I would definitely say Tempe is definitely some of the safest, as well as the more organized homeless community, you would say,
there you go.
than a lot of other places. And especially here, I go to a lot of feeds, right? Feeds are where they give homeless people food as well, but sometimes there's leftover water and other food, so I would grab it and I would walk 6 to 7 miles, because some people just can't make it there, or they're too tired, they haven't ate anything, they don't have the energy to make it to the other side of town to get some water or some simple as food. But other places I've walked around Phoenix and in Glendale area, and it is just sad to see and with what's really happening.
No restrooms.
No restrooms, no porta potties even. And if there is one accessible, they usually just take it away when they find out that homeless people or less fortunate people are using something that makes their life easier.
That's awful. You know, it's sad to say the least. God, I can't believe, you know, they literally take the porta potties away, you know, once they find out, you know, homeless people are using them. You also touched on walking. That's one thing when you're displaced that happens a lot. You said you walk miles a day. And it's true.
So
it's almost like being homeless is like a workout, but it's not, because you're malnourished, things of that nature. And so could you expound on that? Like, what's it like walking, you know, from here to there, just all the time, you know?
Oh man, personally, I do enjoy walking, but one thing is my leg, especially my knee now, and it's tough on it, you know? And I've been trying to get a bike for a little while, put my name out there, and it's been about 2 to 3 weeks still, you know, haven't gotten a bike yet. But Tempe is just a beautiful town to walk, especially for the homeless people. It makes it easier, right? But the city in Tempe, as well as the cops or retired cops, and they are trying to everything they can to just displace and push people to South Phoenix and other areas where it might not be as safe. There are veterans here, veterans that serve for this country. I talk to them every day as I walk and give water, and they are full of soul, full of life. If you really want to know what it is out there, go talk to them. You're gonna find out that you have a lot more in common with people on the streets than you don't. We are battling mental, spiritual warfares that you can't even sometimes comprehend, and we're still going out there and trying to get water and trying to get pennies, selling cans and anything we can do. It's a full-time job out here.
Yeah, so you just touched on selling cans. Do you fly a sign? What do you do to make money without getting yourself in trouble or anything?
Me personally, selling cans is another thing you can do. With money-wise, I don't ask for money. Me personally, I just need food and water. So if I'm hungry, sometimes I talk to someone and be like, hey, you think you could get me something to eat, or if you have any leftovers or anything? And people are kind enough at times to give me that. But other than that, I am working on getting my second form of ID. It should be getting mailed in. It's supposed to get mailed in, but it's going to a church, and it's just, it's harder than
it's just there's loophole after loophole after loophole, man. And you said mailed in, and that's almost, you know, hard to believe, being that you're out here homeless. So you have to get it mailed to a church. Is that what you're saying?
Get it mailed to a church, and then there's a bunch of people that have the church as their address. And even, let's say somebody, you know, wants to go to the hospital or get some kind of treatment, you know, and you don't get the treatment you would normally get if you were a person that has an apartment and just a normal job, you know. They get you out of there quickly and without really a care, and it's very just disheartening.
Yeah, it's disappointing to say the least, man. This is awful, man. I want to thank you, man, for this interview, man. This is a short breakdown on what it's like out here, and I always ask, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, if you can think that far or think that ahead?
Honestly, I see myself, even though where I am is not where I want to be, I'm always hopeful, always faithful that better days are to come. And not just for I, but for everybody. Until my last breath, I will have faith that it will get better. And I will prevail this situation that I'm in by the grace of God. Because one thing is, giving up first happens in merit. That means it happens in spirit. Once you give up in the mind, then it's over. But if the mind never gives up, you can even break my body. I'm still hopeful that things will get better. But I do want to finish off on one thing, and this is for concern of my life and my safety here in the city of Tempe. They have been trying to get me out of this city, pushing me to Phoenix and other places, and they have warned me multiple times that I need to leave the city, and I have done nothing wrong. I haven't broken any law, and one of the main reasons I say this is because of what I do after the feeds. I grab a bunch of the stuff they would throw away. I walk around and I handing out stuff. A black man handing out stuff to homeless people. Suspicious, they might think. I had cops recording me, normal people recording me. I don't care if they're recording me. They can come and talk to me. But this is Wakayolo Jorfo, and today is what's today though? 20th.
Yes, sir.
November 20th, and I'm saying this because tonight at the feed, as well as the last couple nights, the people, they basically were telling me, "Oh, you're still here? You're supposed to be out of here." Just for my safety, wanted to say this. Thank you guys so much, and I know better days are coming, not just for I, but a bunch of us here.
Yes, sir, man. I want to thank you for this interview, man. It's been a pleasure. I always have one more thing to ask, man. I want to know, do you have a Cash App or anything of that nature, so that if anybody sees this interview and they feel passionate about your plight, or they want to help you financially or anything, do you have 100%. One so you could shout out?
I do have a Cash App, but honestly, the money, just put it. Let him, this man right here, what he's doing, he deserves to get money sent, because if he gets the money, he's going to come down here and use it. He's came down here multiple times to talk to us and put in good words. So, my brother, what was your name one more time?
Robert,
I'm sorry.
Yep, Robert. Brother.
Robert,
yep.
Robert right here.
Yeah.
Robert will put his Cash App. He will be the one to help us out here, because I have a phone, but I don't have a service to even receive any Cash App. So I want you guys to subscribe to him, and then please, what he's doing here is what is needed in the valley. And then thank you, Robert. We appreciate what you do.
No problem, bro. Thank you so much. Last but not least, do you mind me putting this on my social media platform so I can showcase what goes on out here, and let people know that it's okay to come talk to you guys. You guys are intelligent and smart, and you guys all got stories just like everybody else, man.
Indeed. Put this on any social media everywhere, and by the grace of God, I hope this blows up and the whole world knows what's happening, so we can put attention and focus in the valley, so the valley can rise like a phoenix from ashes.
Man, thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.